Hey, it's Jeff at 650 Cycle. We got some fun stuff going on. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's fun. Let's take a look at what we got going on. As you can see, my pole barn is an absolute mess. This is a 20 by 30 and it's packed full of junk right now. So I got to clean this place up because I got some stuff going on. Let me explain what it is I got going on. In case you didn't know, I have an eBay store where I sell used motorcycle parts. So I have all these parts over here and a whole bunch of parts over here that are listed on eBay. And I have boxes to ship things in all up there. So I have this need for this storage. And what I have here are former medical files shelving. And they work pretty good. And they slide out, which is kind of cool. I don't use that feature, so that's why it's not working very well. But they're pretty heavy too. And then I got all this stuff on top. So I've been thinking I need to clean this place up. I need to make it a little more presentable so that it's a little nicer place to be when I'm out here. So a couple things going on. Let me show you first off some things that are going away. Shopping cart. I put spare parts, I put parts in this that I haven't listed yet. When I pull a bike apart, they end up in here until I get them listed. I've always wanted a shopping cart. I don't know why, but it's really not a practical use of floor space. Not a lot of storage, a lot of storage space or floor space. Same thing with this thing. It's some kind of probably a produce basket of some sort from a grocery store. Who knows? I picked it up at a yard sale. Again, I put motorcycle parts in it. So I have two things that I'm using for one purpose, and they're both taking up a lot of space. So I found this alongside the road, and it's in a little bit of rough condition. The chrome has come off most of it. Probably sat outside for a few years, but the wheels on it still roll pretty good. It's a considerable size, and if you look at it, it probably takes up the same space as that, and it probably has the storage of that plus that. So I'm consolidating these into a single space floor thing. It'll take up about the same floor space, but I'll have more storage. And I don't really like keeping parts on hand. I like to get them listed, but there is a need to have stuff sitting in a basket somewhere until I get it listed. So losing this, repurposing that. I do a lot of repurposing. You can't see it very well, but this is a bench that I made for the XS400 when I was working on that. And it has served its purpose really well. I had the CB550 on it for a while. And I'm kind of not doing those things anymore, so I kind of don't need this. This is bed frame angle iron. As you can see from this piece right here is I didn't even cut that off. I was just like, let's use it the way it is. So it's going away. And it's either going to be sold or torn down and used in some way, but it's not going to be in here taking up floor space anymore. So gaining some floor space, I like that. I like that a lot. What started all of this was this thing. I was kind of looking for some ways that I could get some closed storage for that. Not seeing anything commercial, not seeing anything I could purchase retail. That would fit what I wanted without spending a fortune. You look at those big wire warehouse racks at like Home Depot or Menards or wherever. You got to buy the racks, and then you got to buy all the bins, and it's a lot of money when you start adding stuff up like that. So I was kind of at capacity with where I was at. I bought some bins, and I was expanding my inventory storage into another area, focusing on that. But then these came along. And what are these? These are medical file records shelving. But look at this. Is that not the coolest thing? I think that's so cool. All this stuff was up on a horizontal shelf. It was up there. And then actually it was in about 3 different places around the shop. And I had that up there. So I kind of had to redo some of that. But I like this so much better because it's enclosed. I don't have to look at this stuff. I know where it's at, but I don't have to look at it. Check out this side. This side is smaller boxes that I get for shipping, like 776 priority mail boxes. I use a lot of those. I have some different boxes I bought from eBay that are smaller. I have shipping supplies. The other nice thing about this, I have a shelf. So I can pull that shelf out, and if I have a small item, I can box it right there, and it works so dang good. That one also has one on the other side. So I'll tell you my whole goal for all of this in a minute, but let's take a look at what we got over here. Forgot to tell you, I paid 50 bucks for this whole unit. I had to haul it out of the building, but I got it for 50 bucks. The turntable on the bottom of that one's a little messed up, and I just have not had time to pull it apart and mess with it. Look familiar? They sure do. Check this out. These, they actually lock. They actually function like they should. I disabled the locks, the locking mechanism on the other one, because that turntable got screwed up and it was messing with it. So not a big deal. I don't have to lock these things up, but it is kind of cool that it does that. These are, this way, are 1 inch narrower than what those are. So everything that's up there is going to fit just fine up here. These are fully adjustable up and down. I have 3 shelves of product over there. Right here, I have 2, 4, 6. So what I have is current storage needs, future storage needs. I can expand into this. It's just so cool. I'm just amazed by it. Anyway, come on and take a look at this. I have these boxes that are they're shipping boxes, but I'm going to use them for a while for storage, and you can see 2 of them fit very nicely on the shelves of these things. So all of that stuff, as much as I can, is going into boxes, and then it's going into these. These are not staying here. I have to pull all of those out, put them in boxes, put the product in boxes. Once that's done, all this has got to come out. These get slid over, and then all of that goes back on the shelves. That's the easy part. It's all the moving stuff that's a pain. I'm going to keep this. This is my photo booth. I'm going to keep this for now. This is going away. This is shipping supplies. Like, I have some airbags and some packing materials and things like that. I'm going to a different system for that. Haven't quite figured all of that out, but I do know this ain't working for me. So this is going away. And these are going over there. This is a double unit, like this. This is 2 units. This is a double unit. The double is going over there. This one is going to slide down, and this one is a single. This one's going to go down here. At that point, I still have, I think I have this much space to the corner. So I have quite a bit of space. It's over 4 feet. Which that'll fit nicely, and then any other storage I need over there. And I don't know if I'm going to need that photo booth, because I'm hoping that in one of these, in this one where the tray is on the other side, this one rolls, it just doesn't roll well. What I'm hoping to do is put my laptop here, make a photo booth up here, and then when I come to ship something, my laptop's here, I pull it out, my scale's here, I box something up, I ship it, and when I'm listing something, I have my computer right here, I have my photo booth right here, it's all right here. Super, super convenient. Previously, I was taking a lot of steps. Even in this configuration, I take a lot of steps. So if I can eliminate those steps, it eliminates that time that it takes me to do some of this stuff. That's the goal of that. Yes, I have a lot of stuff to do here tonight. My intention all day long, I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Oh, my boxes aren't here, so I got to move stuff out. I'm going to move everything out that is on wheels. 4 motorcycles, a couple carts, a work tray thingy, whatever you want to call that, work stand. So anything on wheels needs to be moved out. I was going to move these out, but the plans have changed because I got my mailing boxes that I'm going to be using for storage for a while. I need to start pulling all of that apart because now my plan is pull everything off the shelves, get those shelves out, get these moved into place, and then I'm also painting the floor in the process. So once those come out, I'm going to put some paint down. I'm going to move these in. I'm going to scratch the floor up really good, moving them in. I know I will. But they'll be in. And then that one will get slid down, and this one gets put in down at the end in the photo booth. So all that whole wall will be closed in. You won't see anything. You'll see the cardboard for now. I haven't decided what or if I'm going to do anything with it. All of it's going to be closed in. So I got some work to do right now, so I'm going to get to it. And probably I don't like time-lapse videos, so I'm not doing a time-lapse. I'm just going to go do my work, get it done, and I'll bring it back at the end of the night and show you where I'm at the end of day one. Hey, it's Jeff again. It is day 2 of the pole barn makeover, shop makeover. I haven't figured out a name for it yet. Maybe by the end of this I'll have it figured out. Didn't get a lot done today. We had some pretty heavy winds and the yard was a mess, stuff all over the place. And I'm just getting out here and it's 7:15, so not going to get a lot else done today. But I do have some things I want to get done. I want to show you what I've gotten done and let you know what I'm going to be doing over the next 3 days. Let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, let's get to it. Yesterday, I cleaned off 2 shelves and 2 full shelves and 2 shelves of that shelf. Cleaned the top of the cardboard off. Take a look at this. All of this cardboard is for my shipping, and it's all in a pile right here. And it was all up there. So once these get moved, it will again be up there, and that's where it will be. That's where its home will be. So these are way more boxes than I thought I was going to need to hold everything that was on those shelves. My hope was that I could fit everything on those shelves in 2 boxes and close them up and put them on these shelves. That ain't happening. That ain't gonna work. Typically it typically took me 3 boxes to empty out 1 of these shelves. So 3 of those boxes full, not just kind of full. The other thing was some of them had like longer parts that didn't really fit in a box, or a big bulky part like an engine side cover, something like that just didn't fit in the box. But they are all labeled, so at least I can find a part if I need to. If something ships from 5E, they're right there. I can go through those boxes and find them. So what I'm going to have to do is different than what I had planned. I was planning on using those boxes, but I'm going to have to go back to this barrier method, figure out how deep I want these to be, and then put a barrier on here and put parts in. I have to do some measuring. I think these aren't quite as deep as what those are. I know they're about 2 inches narrower, but they are adjustable, so I can go up or down. Maybe I go like this deep on it to make up for the space I'm losing. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tonight, my goal tonight, since I don't have a lot of time, I'm going to work on this thing right here. This has some shipping supplies. I have airbags in the bottom, I have some airbags in the top, and I have some kind of miscellaneous shipping supplies in the middle. I want that all cleared off, and some of this may be cleared off tonight. I was going to clear that off. If I have time, I will, but I am definitely clearing that because tomorrow night, Wednesday night, day 3 of this project, I want everything out of this corner, and I want to be able to paint probably from, I want to paint from here over, and I want to paint from here that way and get this corner painted. So I have to pull some stuff out of that corner storage as well. The reason I want it painted tomorrow night, so it has time to dry Thursday when I get out here, this double unit, this one and this one are a double, are going where that one is, and they'll come out a little ways. I think it's 104 inches total. They're going over there, and then that big one is going to slide down and sit right next to it. And at that point, if I have room, I can put the single in. If the paint has it goes far enough. And I'll measure if I can get the paint over that far. It'd be nice to just move this once over there and be done with it. Thursday night would be great, because Friday morning, my goal Friday morning, well, the other thing I need to do Thursday night, everything that's on the floor on this side of the building, from about the drain over, anything on the floor needs to be moved, and it needs to come over, unfortunately, to this side somewhere, somehow. So paint this side of the floor, so that Friday when I get out here, I don't have to work Friday. So Friday morning when I get out here, that paint will be dry. Everything just gets moved back over there where it belongs. The stuff from my lounge area, there's really not a lot of stuff that has to be moved over there. There's a little more back there. It's all small stuff, so it's a matter of moving it over here. So Friday, from here over will be painted, and probably from here back will be painted, and the shelves will be in place. So we'll move everything back over there, and then we will start, I'm the only one out here doing this. I'm going to start moving this stuff back on the shelves. And then the last thing I do Friday is going to be paint the remaining section of the floor, all the way to the doors. And I paint myself out of the building, not into the building. So that's the goal. Whether it all happens like that or not, I don't know. We shall see. I have to get that thing cleaned off tonight, and if I have some of that, I can get that cleaned. And then tomorrow, all that stuff's got to come out, and we got to paint, and we got to move stuff. So that, well, Thursday, I could move some stuff Thursday, because Thursday is when I'm going to move some shelves in, and then I'm going to paint. So that's the plan. That will get me to a place of being pretty close to where I need to be to start putting this back together as a functional workspace building thing. And I can start working on fine-tuning those things that I have planned. I'll get into that later. This is just kind of letting you know what I did and what my plan is for the next few days. I'm probably going to drop in at the end of tomorrow night, and you can see how far I've made it. Hopefully there is paint on the floor, and all of those are gone and there's paint on the floor. So hopefully that's the plan. So tune in. Actually, I'm going to make this one video so you don't have to tune in. Just stay tuned, and the next time you see this space, hopefully it will be painted. So I'm going to do the snap thing like I've seen so many other YouTubers do. I'm going to snap here, and then tomorrow I'm going to snap coming back in, and you'll see how beautiful it is. All right, we're back. This is day 4, and I got to be honest, I haven't stopped smiling tonight. First thing I did was I moved that double over there, got it all set. There's nothing in it right now, but it made me so happy to get it over there. And then I slid this one down, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to paint underneath it. Let's just slide that one in. And then I put the photo booth next to it. The photo booth has to stay for now. Probably going to stay, probably going to continue to stay, but I'm kind of undecided on some things with that. Anyways, I met my goal tonight. It's a little bit after 8, so it was a little more than 2 hours of working out here, and probably 2.5 at this point. But we got these things in. I am in love with these things, and I got my floor painted. I'm not loving this paint. I'm finding out that even though it's nice and bright, I like that, it got dirty really quickly, like really quickly. I rolled the hand card onto it, and it was filthy. So it may be less than 2 years, and I changed the color again, because I'm not crazy about this, but we'll live with it for now. Let's go back up a little bit, get a bigger view of things. All right, so tomorrow what needs to happen is this paint will be dry, and everything that was over here, some of it's over here, some of it's out here. Yes, it looks like I'm having a big yard sale, but it's all coming back in here, going where it needs to go, or it's going in the trash bin. Some of it will end up in the trash bin. But we are on track for what needs to happen for tomorrow. This needed to be painted for us to be on track. Like we did any of this together. It's all been my sweat and blood and broken back and sore hip and all that. Anyways, I ain't complaining, because I am so stinking happy. I had to pull stuff out of there to be able to move it. I didn't have a lot in there, but with the stuff I had in there, I couldn't get it to budge. So everything fits in there really nicely. All of this stuff needs to go back on those shelves over there. And then this all needs to be cleared out, and we're going to paint this side of the floor tomorrow for sure. But again, just super happy with all of this. And I'm telling you, if you like these shelves, if you like these shelves as much as I like these shelves, let's take a quicker look here, closer look here. They're just so nice. They just spin so beautiful, and they're so nice. I am just amazed with them. Here's my thought on these shelves. If you like these shelves, be on the lookout for them. I found these on Facebook Marketplace. These are medical file revolving shelves, and again, I found them on Marketplace. I got these. She originally had the listing. She had 2 of these and then a single, and she wanted 75 bucks a piece. I'd have bought all of them, but this was all she had left, and I got it for 50 bucks. She had 3 days to get everything out of that building, and so she said 50 bucks, get it out of here. I was like, cool. I paid 50 for that one and 100 for those. So I have $200 worth of shelving right here. Think about a wire rack. That in itself is almost 200 bucks. And it's not closed in. It doesn't have revolving shelves. And it doesn't have this cool factor that these have. I'm just amazed with these. If you think about it, before, these brown shelves that I had came over to like somewhere in here. And there was 3 shelves. I have 2, 4, 6 shelves and just a little bit more space. And then I also have 2 more over there. So I have pretty much doubled my shelf space. These shelves are a little bit smaller. They're a little bit more, they're only 2 inches shorter this way, and I think they're 4 inches shorter this way. So I'm going to have to do some finagling to get things back in there. But that's tomorrow's project. Right now, like I said, I can't get the smile off my face. I love this. I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow when this whole side is cleared out and the floor is painted. The floor is not going to stay clean. I can guarantee that. But for a day or two, it'll look pretty stinking nice. I am just absolutely amazed at this. Love it. Love it. Love it. Those are amazing. Look for some. All right, I'm done. I got some porch sitting to do after 4 days of working. I gotta recharge my batteries a little bit here, because tomorrow it's not going to be quite as heavy work, but I do got to get all those parts back up on the shelves. So closing it up for tonight, and we'll bring you back tomorrow. Probably when I get done painting the floor, which is the last thing I'm going to do. Maybe do a quick review when I get things back on the shelves. But for now, we're done. All right. I'm not going to do the finger snap thing this time. Well, I'll just see you tomorrow. All right. This is the finale, the final day, and I've reached that magical 90 to 95% of being done. There's still a couple things that I have to find a home, but let's go take a look and see what it looks like. I am amazed at this space. I'm not crazy about the color of the floor. It's not going to last long, quite honestly. But it is what it is for now. I think next time I'm going to go with definitely a darker color. Probably more of a gray like is up there. Just because it needs to be dark. I like the light floor, but man, does it show dirt. Look at all that dirt right there. All right, so the space. We have the lounge area over here set up so I can watch some TV. I took this computer, it was in that cabinet, and it was blocking the Wi-Fi signal really bad. I was trying to load videos, and it would take days. Moved out here, everything seems to be working good. Definitely a better signal. This got cleaned off. It was stacked pretty high, and this got cleaned off for the most part. There's a couple things that they just got to find a home for. But overall, my horizontal surfaces are clean. I have a new workspace over here for this. This corner, the photo booth, it's going to need a little bit of repair, I think. Not happening anytime soon, but I want to paint this color sorry, I want to paint that corner. See how I have this corner white? I want to paint this corner white as well, just so it kind of matches, and then I'll rebuild the photo booth at that point. That was the best place to put the table saw. I'm not getting rid of that table saw ever. That one is going to, I'm going to leave that one here on Earth for somebody. Just put it that way. But look at these cabinets, all right? These are amazing. I absolutely love these. I did get this one cleaned off. There's some grease spots on that one. I am going to clean that. But super great space. I love how I was able to get my cardboard boxes up there, and they don't look quite so junky. They're stacked neatly. But let's take a look. We had 4, 5, and 6 over here. Now I know this one's 5, and everything in here is 4. So I did use, I started out putting those barriers on, and they kind of catch. No matter how I put them, they were kind of catching, so I didn't put them on everything. This particular shelf, 4 and 5, there's some weight there. You don't realize it, but those, I got heads down in the bottom, and there's just a lot of weight on there, and it's spinning just fine. It really works well. So super happy with that. We'll go this way. That way we've got 4, 5, 6. Why does this go to 8? Because that's 7 up there. It's always has been. I had 4, 5, and 6. I now have 4, 5, and 6 all together here. I had 3 of these. The one doesn't fit, so I just put it on the other side. Oops, forgot they do that. I've only got 2 boxes that are actually labeled for 8. I had an A, B, C, and D, but I just threw them all in there. That's the only 2 boxes of 8. That's where they'll go. And then that other box up there. I moved a few items, consolidated, like heads and stuff. I moved into the same spot. And as you can see, I've got 3 shelves here that don't have anything on them. They're empty. And in the future, my plan is to, when I'm listing things, they're going to get dropped in a box wherever they happen to go and fit. I try to keep greasy motor parts away from other things. I try to put like items together, like lights and controls and wiring. All of that kind of gets put in with itself. The beauty of this system is right there. It all closes up. It is amazing. I love it. Shipping supplies, miscellaneous hardware. I shipped something today, a small item, pulled it off, boxed everything up right there. All of this stuff, some of it was over there, some of it was over there, some of it was under there. It was just kind of all over the place, kind of like all that stuff was when I started. So this helped to consolidate it. And so when I was cleaning those horizontal surfaces off, it was like, oh, this goes in there, and I knew exactly where to go and just put it up there and go with that. It worked really well. I got some kind of miscellaneous storage in here, things that I wasn't sure what I want to do with them yet. Some jack stands, all my CDs from the 90s. I don't even know if those are in the cases are there. My kids got into my CDs, and I have no idea if the CDs are actually in there. So this is, like, I got oil in the bottom, and this is obviously where I want to make a photo booth, because my laptop will sit right there. If I can put a photo booth like right in there somewhere, something that's going to happen in the future, not today. And I need to get these labeled, because I quite often just spin it, and because I'm looking for one side or the other. These don't lock, so it's kind of nice, but also at the same time it'd be nice if they did stop themselves like those do. Got some extension cords. It blocked all my outlets. Cannot get to them. There's one like right in behind there, and I'm going to take this extension cord, run it through, and hook a box up on it. Because if the laptop is in there, then I can plug it in, and if there's anything else I need to plug in. I also have a box over there that I'm going to hook up. There's a outlet right there on the wall, and I'm going to just drop it down here, and so that I can plug something in. Whoever built this, put outlets in every like 4 feet or something. It's very well, has a very good electrical plan, but I have a tendency to cover all that stuff up. So anyways, there you have it. There is my space. I've been in here 8 years. This building's like a 20 by 30, and in that time I don't think I've been happier than I am right now. I absolutely love that shelving, and I think it turned out really well. I have 1 bike in here right now. This winter I will have 2. This is where I'm going to store the Harley and the Honda, and if I have a bike that I'm tearing down, it'll be here and here, but that is going to be it for what's in here. I don't want the clutter in here like there has been, so this is it. And this is what I've been working for the last week, putting these things in, and kind of went beyond what I had originally planned. I was just going to throw the shelves in, and I was like, you know what, the floor needs painted, and let's go through some stuff. So one thing kind of led to another. It took a week. I still have a lot of stuff that needs straightened up outside. I got stuff out on the cement. I've got stuff that I just put in the lean-to. The lean-to needs straightened out. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, and tomorrow I have off. I'm going to focus on the lean-to, try to get all of that organized, because it's disorganized right now. So you just never know when these projects are going to come up. And like I said before, I have a feeling these types of shelves are going to be coming up more often, because they're becoming obsolete. Doctors are not using this system for medical files anymore. It's all going online, digital type stuff. So be looking for these if you think they're as cool as I do, and I think they're super cool. So hopefully you like this video. Give me a subscribe. I am almost to 500 subscribers, which is big for me, considering I don't do a lot of videos, and I do videos like this instead of doing motorcycle content. So yeah, just give me a subscribe, like the video, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at 650cycle. And if you're out riding, ride safe.